Hello and welcome to Tanya's Beauty Box. I am Tanya, and today we are going to look at some more things that I have purchased. Um, I'm just going to tell you it's Lancome, and you'll see that in the title anyway. So, there's a 30% off sale going on right now. There's a pre-Black Friday sale. Now, I'm not sure if the 30% is going to go up or down once Black Friday hits, but right now, 30% off on most of their items. The only thing is like some specialty items and specialty palettes that may not be available at 30% off, but for the most part, everything on the site is 30% off, and that's a great savings. So I bought some more things, some things that were sitting in my cart, and I am going to share those things with you. I do have a little hiccup in my order that I'm going to tell you about, as well as the resolution to that hiccup and how that went. But for the most part, I am pleased with the items that I have received, except for the little hiccup, and that's only, I guess it's kind of minor, but it's still a thing because I got in contact with them. So, yeah. So, another thing is this wig is kind of growing on me. Um, Even though it's a left side part and I don't particularly care for it, left side parts, it's kind of growing on me. I'm really liking, maybe I need to have worn it a couple of days, and I have. I'm really liking the shape of it, the flow, how it's framing the face, and what I'm able, well, you ain't see that, what I'm able to do with it. It's still not doing that little swoopy swoop as on the start card, but for the most part, um, I like it. I think it suits me. I can get away with it. And yeah, I was going to throw some brows on, but then I realized the brow pencil was all the way over there. And I didn't like feel like getting up, plus it's the end of the night, towards the end of the night. And yeah, it's not that serious. I don't guess you guys have seen me without brows many a time, although a brow would frame the face a little bit better. I have nothing on the face. I'm wearing a classic, tried and true Clinique. Clinique's Black Honey lipstick. Um, and of course, that flatters most everyone. They have a pink honey that did not work well for me. And now they have a nude honey that I want to try. So maybe my next foray into purchasing will be the Clinique brand. Although, that's about the only thing I'm interested in with them. With Lancome, I really didn't have too much of that stuff, but with Clinique, I have been purchasing their items, throughout the years, and they're more affordable than Lancome. I'll just put it like that. So I do have quite a few Clinique products. So yeah, it's not a big deal for them, but yeah, I think I want to try that nude honey. So, and I do like their cheek pops, the ones that have the little like Gabbera daisy, which is my favorite flower. My favorite, I have two favorite flowers, Gabbera daisies and poinsettias. And it's poinsettia season coming up. I'm about to go crazy. Okay, poinsettias are so pretty to me. I don't know. To me, that's Christmas, winter, the season, the holiday. But yeah, so I want to try that new honey from Clinique, but we're not talking about Clinique. We're talking about Lancome. So I'll leave the hiccup for the end so I can go through the resolution to the hiccup. Okay? So I'm bending down. This is a box. Of course, it's a box of goodies. And we're just going to pick some stuff down. Like I said, everything was 30% off except for select holiday or limited edition items. Depends. Some limited edition items were on sale, but the limited edition item that I picked, of course, was not on sale. But I wanted it, had to have it. So let's start with what's the odd thing up here? Something I don't have. Well, okay. Lipsticks. I'm a lipstick fiend, and yeah. So, and of course, you get free engraving. I bought this on the 18th of November. Today is the 23rd. I got it yesterday, the 22nd. That's some quick shipping with engraving, okay? So what does that tell you? So got a lot of lights on. I got a light behind me, which is not usually on. The ring light I turned down a little bit, and I have a light off to the side. So even though I turned the ring light down, I have an extra light. So it kind of like canceled the fact out that the ring light wouldn't be as bright on me. So there's a little bit of a glare. I do apologize for that, but I can't get to the plug for this particular lamp easily. I'll put it like that. So I bought the L'Absolu Rouge Intimate Soft Matte Lipstick in 282 Tout D'eau. And I don't speak French, as you can see. This is the shade. I'm trying not to make this box fall over. Now, on the site, it looked different. It did not look, when I pulled it out the box, I'm like, oh my God, this is a red. I'm not a red chick, you know. I'm like, oh, this is a red. But I'm like, I wouldn't have bought it because they do give you the color, what the color is. It tells you what the color is, color details, whatever the shade details. So I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have bought it knowing that it was a red. So it must have said it was something else. Again, I got it engraved. I prefer this packaging over the black. So that's my middle name. And this is Tout D'eau. You just press that little button. And I said, okay, I can deal with that. It's not like a red, a true red or whatever. Has that Clinique smell. I'm not gonna, I already did some. I'm not going to swatch it, but that's the color. So it's not like, it's like a, man, I don't know. It's like a pinky. I think they might have described it some kind of pink in here or something. And that little beepy noise you keep hearing is my phone because, of course, I did not think to silence it prior to this video. So I got that engraved for free. Like I said, I ordered it in the middle of the day on the 18th, and I received it yesterday, was the 22nd. So that's that first one. I'll put that over here so I don't pick it up again. Then I bought, is that it? Nope. Where's the other lippy? I got another lipstick. Now that was a intimate, so that's like a dipping bath, like a straight matte. So it should give you a little more cushion, a little more give to it. The next one I bought was a L'Absolu Rouge Cream in 262 Délice de Figue. And that's this color. Good God Almighty. Why is this so blurry? 265. This is in the black packaging. Again, engraved. Press the top here. And it shoots down, but does not shoot out. And this, of course, is a fig, a plummy situation. Signature Lancome scent. Just adding to the collection. I have not worn not one of the lippies I've gotten either purchased or as a freebie. Next, I know they have those juicy tubes, and the juicy tubes are supposed to be some type of cult classic or fan favorite. I like some of the colors, but I'm not feeling the tubey thing. So I opted to get the Idol Lip Juicy Treat Shine 3D Juicy Shine Oil and Gloss. It's supposed to have up to 24-hour hydration. I got the color 65 Brownie Bite. Now, on and this is where it is true where when you look at colors online, they are definitely sometimes very different when you actually see the color. Of course, with that too dull um, lippy, but also with this brownie bite because if you go and look from what I'm going to show you, if you go on Lancome and look at how they present the color, it looks a little transparent. Like, cool, I like that, and it looks very glossy, transparent. Not this is like a cream, or whatever. So I'm hoping that the color. Look at my hair popping up after I gave you compliments. I'm hoping that the color does translate glossy and translucent on the lip with just a hint of color the way it looked. Because when you look at it here, it looks very opaque. The packaging is very pretty though. So it's like a hexagon situation. I'm gonna open it. I haven't opened it. Just show you guys. So you see it's not, so when I pull it all the way up, this should fill up. See? Oh, okay. Issue number one, this is hard to pull out. This is the applicator. The applicator is nice, it's big and wide. Smells good, and a little fruity. And I'm gonna take a swatchy swatch here. And this is brownie bite. So at least it's not coming off cream, I mean like a cream milky situation. Because that is not what I wanted. Next, I have, what is this? Okay. The same thing, the 3D Juicy Shine Oil and Gloss Juicy Treat from Idol Lip in 33 Idol Nude. And again, it looked transparent and glossy. This looks creamy. So hopefully it performs like the brownie bite. And here we go. Now look at that. This looks nothing like how it's presented on the actual site. Okay? Nothing. So we're going to open this and see if this is hard to get out as that brownie bite was. And that's the thingy thing. I like the applicator. Seems like it will hug the lip. And here is a swatch of the color. Okay, so that is a little more opaque than I was anticipating. So hopefully, like, the color doesn't settle into the lines of my lip and, you know, form that little creamy, milky base. But yeah, if you go and look from what I'm showing you here to what they present there, it looks nothing like that, because I would have passed if it looked creamy on the site. This is the limited edition one for the 90-year anniversary. So this one was not a part of that Black Friday situation. And this is the same thing, the 3D Juicy Shine Oil and Gloss. But this is the 035 Lancome Pink Express. And you can see also that, oh my goodness, there we go. Not that you could, oh my goodness. You can't read that. The packaging is definitely different too. It has that pink packaging with a little snowflake on it. Now, this does look like how they present it on the site. Look how pretty that is. And this is how it looked on the site, those other two colors. You see how that's coming off real shiny and almost transparent, pearlized like. You see that? You see that? But no. That ain't what that look like. So let's do this one. Even though it's limited edition, has the same little doe foot situation going on. And let's take a peeky poo of this. Here we go. That's pretty. This has some sparkle to it. Not, well, yeah, just, it's like pink sparkle in a pink transparent base, so you don't really see it. But you can see it's a little bit more shinier than the other two. And it still has the same scent. Now, I was a little concerned because I do read the ingredient deck of everything, food, whatever, doesn't matter. And it says it has menthol in here. So I was like, oh boy, I don't like and don't need plumping lippies. So, but I smell it in here faintly, but more so than the other two. But I'm not feeling any tingle on my skin, and I'm not sure, maybe I'll feel it on the lip. But the menthol is so far down in the ingredient deck, and it also okay, peppermint oil, a little closer up to the top. So, but I'm not feeling anything, and it's not very noticeable, except for maybe in here, I smell it more than I didn't really smell it in the other two. So, yeah. Now, something I don't traditionally wear, but I said, why not give it a try, because the color was very pretty. There's the shadows that they have available. I bought the palette that I liked. I liked the blue one, but let's be real, I'm not going to be wearing blue all the time, so I really don't need the blue one. And then they have another one that has a green and like a burgundy in it and a dark brown. Maybe later I'll get that one, but I don't really need. I'm waiting on that when I put it like that. But I said, well, let me try the liquid shadow. And I don't particularly do liquid because it doesn't usually work well on me. They crease, they don't stay, they disappear. You know, they feel like they don't dry down, they're wet, whatever. So I decided I don't usually go that route, but I decided to go ahead and try it this way. So this is the packaging. It's the Edo Tint Liquid Eye Blusher. So this is for lips. For cheek and eye. You're supposed to be able to use this as a shadow and a liner by manipulating how you use the applicator. Now, they don't really have a lot of dark shades, so I don't know how you're supposed to be using it as a liner, but they say you can use it as a liner. This is like one of the only dark shades that they had, and this has shimmer in it. Okay, and this one is Cocoa Macchiato number 8. And I could tell on the screen that it said it was a shimmer. So I took that for granted. But it was like, I was trying to, since I don't particularly wear liquid shadows, I wanted to get something that I know I would wear. So like a one and done thing, or something I could pair with something else. And then, like I said, it didn't have a black or nothing, so I would use a black liner and then have a blue, like a deep blue or deep green, or a deep plum, something I could actually line my lid with. So this was like almost the darkest thing they had. But you can tell I can tell that there's shimmer in it. I don't know if you can though, because did you see that little bit? There, a little bit, you can see there. So this is the Cocoa Macchiato, and we're gonna take that out. This should fill up when I pull it. Maybe not. And this is the applicator. And they say use this flat side here, to apply it on the lid, and then maybe fan it out or blend it out with your finger, and then you're supposed to use the flat side here for the liner. It's also supposed to be for the cheeks. Now, who's going to put this on their cheek for blush? I don't know. They do have some lighter color. Now, the colors are pretty light. So, I don't think they were thinking of people of my complexion in mind when they came up with this color range. So, I wouldn't definitely wear none of this on my cheek. So, but here is Cocoa Macchiato. And I figured I would use this as a one and done situation. So that's that. And what's next to it is what I got as part of my points. So it's there but not there, but it has a little shine to it. A little shine.